Guess what just dropped? The trailer for the series finale of Young Sheldon. It's giving us a peek into what goes down after George kicks the bucket. Now, we know the show hasn't always been great at keeping things consistent with its parent series, The Big Bang Theory. They've played fast and loose with the timeline and even changed up some major plot points. Remember when they suddenly decided to clean up George's cheating past? Yeah, that was a bit of a rewrite. But now, with George 6 feet under, they've got to deal with the aftermath without messing up the established story. Tough spot for the writers, huh? Following George's heartbreaking demise, CBS has dropped the official trailer for the upcoming Young Sheldon series finale. It's a teaser packed with snippets from the special one-hour finale, focusing mainly on the Cooper family grappling with the loss of George. We see Mary emotionally overwhelmed during her husband's funeral service, capturing the raw grief of the moment. Additionally, there's a glimpse of Jim Parsons and Mayim Bialik making cameo appearances as adult Sheldon and Amy, adding an intriguing layer to the finale's dynamics. It's quite interesting to note that while all the extended members of the Cooper family, aside from George, made appearances in The Big Bang Theory, discussions about the manner of his death or its aftermath were notably absent. Despite occasional mentions by Sheldon and Mary, the details remained untouched. Surprisingly, Missy and Meemaw didn't address it at all. However, the repercussions of losing George are bound to be profound, as hinted by adult Georgie during his brief appearance prior to Sheldon and Amy's wedding. Each family member likely navigated their grief differently, indicating a challenging period for the entire Cooper family. According to Georgie, Mary was deeply affected by grief, understandably so. Missy, however, seemed to regress despite her promise to George during the Young Sheldon Season 6 finale to improve her behavior after a rebellious phase. As for Meemaw, her coping mechanisms weren't explicitly mentioned, but it's reasonable to assume that she also faced her own struggles. Despite their past differences, recent seasons hinted at a positive relationship between Meemaw and George, making his loss particularly impactful for her. It must have been especially tough for Meemaw witnessing Mary's anguish, as hinted at in the trailer, adding another aspect to her grief. While Sheldon immersed himself in his move to Pasadena to begin his post-grad studies at Caltech, which served as a distraction, his coping process with grief remained unknown to Georgie, especially given the physical distance between them. This aspect of Sheldon's journey might be explored further in the Young Sheldon finale. Meanwhile, Georgie stepped up to take care of the family, although the logistics of how this will unfold are unclear, particularly considering that none of the Coopers will be regular characters in the upcoming spin-off, Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage. Indeed, it's clear from the trailer that the Young Sheldon finale will primarily focus on the aftermath of George's death. However, as a sitcom, the show faces the challenge of striking a balance between delivering the expected humor while also delving into the somber reflection on the loss of the patriarch. This balancing act will undoubtedly be a significant challenge, especially when considering that viewers familiar with The Big Bang Theory may have been anticipating this moment for years. The pressure to meet expectations for both comedic and emotional content adds an extra layer of complexity to the finale's execution. Indeed, Young Sheldon has a history of successfully maintaining the delicate balance between humor and sad moments. Sitcom finales often feature heartfelt farewells to beloved characters, leading to a more subdued or bittersweet tone in the humor. This is not unfamiliar territory for television audiences. As we've seen major dramatic moments in series finales before, sitcoms can effectively blend humor with emotional depth, and Young Sheldon may follow suit in delivering a finale that resonates with viewers on multiple levels. George's passing and its aftermath mark a natural endpoint for Young Sheldon's ongoing narrative, which, despite its title focus, has always been more of a family sitcom. So, it makes sense that the show's farewell will largely revolve around how the characters navigate this in-universe loss. However, the moments with adult Sheldon offer a chance for some comedic relief, as they occur at a later point when the character is further removed from the immediate aftermath. As we anticipate the series finale of Young Sheldon, it's clear that the show is preparing for an emotional farewell, as the Cooper family struggles with the aftermath of George's passing. While the loss will undoubtedly cast a shadow over the finale, there's hope for moments of laughter, particularly with the inclusion of adult Sheldon. As we bid farewell to this beloved sitcom, we're reminded of the show's ability to balance humor and heart, leaving us eager to see how it all wraps up in the end. Join us by subscribing to our channel as we prepare to say goodbye to young Sheldon, celebrating the laughter and memories it's brought us along the way. See you on Thursday.